get over it fast. I know I will eventually because I do have a loving heart. Um, I do have a loving heart, caring heart. I'll do anything for anybody if I can. The people that have hurt me, I can't say that it was intentional. I don't know because I haven't had a conversation with these people. But that's just like I said. That's just between me and God. I don't know. I hate that we are where we are, but hey, it is what it is. Well, other than that, I feel like my soul and my heart is in the right place. Now, I am one of those people that if I see that you are intentionally doing something to me, throwing a rock to hide your hand and all that stuff, I stay away from people like that. I don't go around you. I don't hate you, but I'm not coming around you because you're not getting ready to play with me. You're not getting ready to play with me. You're not getting ready to play in my face. You're not going to do any of that. So you have to know you, and I stay away from that type of energy because it is an energy, and you can feel this type of stuff when you get around certain people. So if I feel it once, if I feel it twice, these ain't my people. I can't be around these people. I don't have nothing against them. I don't hate them. Don't wish no bad on nobody. But yeah. So yeah, when he talked about that today, that's what hit my spirit. I was like, well, these people faces came up, and I was like, my spirit, my soul is not right with these people. And if I was to see these people, I would be honest and woman enough to tell these people that. I really would. That's me. Now, my mom, she gonna keep speaking to people that she already know that don't like her. She just gonna keep speaking because she feel like that's God's way. I'm not doing that. I ain't speaking to you, but I know you don't like me. I just keep on going by my business.
I speak to everybody.
I'm not doing
like
that.
Like me or not.
To me, that's just crazy.
To me, it's not crazy.
To me, that's crazy. I went
to
there.
Everybody.
If I spoke to you one time and you didn't speak to me, or you gave me a stink face or whatever, like you ain't got to ever worry about me speaking to you no more. You ain't got to never worry about me calling you, being in your space or anything. I don't do that because, like I said, I don't chase. To me, that's chasing. I ain't doing no chasing.
I don't call it chasing. I call it just being respectful. Everybody not gonna love you, but you have to love everybody.
Now, would you have done that to my dad after he did all the things
the
that he did?
first 2 years, I hated him with a passion. I hated him to a point that I told people if I died today, my soul would be lost. I know that for a fact because I hated him with a terrible hate, and the hatefulness from me was selfish on my behalf, very selfish, because
well, how long did you hate him?
For 2 years.
That's it.
Yeah,
Mom.
For 2 years, I hated him. Yes, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and it smoothed on out. And then from then on, if I saw him, I could speak. I didn't have a lot to do with him, but I could speak. I could say, "Hey, how you doing?" and not feel what I felt. Thank the Lord, because I hated that man so bad that I wanted him to die and come back to life and die again in pain, because he hurt me. And the way I wanted him to hurt was probably physically, but he hurt me.
I never felt that way about nobody.
I hated him, and see, God said to hate is the same thing as to murder. And see, if he had been murdered, I don't want to murder
nobody.
I wanted to murder him when he first cheated on me. And I prayed. I said, Lord, thank you I didn't have a gun, because I would have went to prison for 30 years, because I would have killed him, and it would have left 2 little children that probably would have ended up, may would have ended up in prison too, after they got old enough to go. So I said, Lord, thank you I did not have a gun. Because that's how bad, he made me so mad.
I think you was plotting on hiring somebody to do something like that.
No, I ain't never plotted on hiring nobody. Don't know nothing about it. I ain't never thought about hiring nobody. I just wanted him to, I guess I wanted him to feel what I felt, but maybe in a different way.
Yeah, sometimes we
and I thank God that I prayed about it and God smoothed it over. I'm very transparent about it because I'm probably not the only one that has felt this way. But
do you think stuff like that scorns you
some women don't ever stop
cause
being
you
bitter.
to be bitter towards other men?
No, I didn't let that happen. I did not let that happen because the other men didn't do anything to me. It was just him, and it's sad it was like that with me. But Lord, I tell the truth, it was. I truly hated him. I hated him with a passion.
Well, how in the world you get over that in 2 years?
2 years was a long time.
2 years is not long.
No, 2 years back then was a long time. But it hates somebody. I said, oh my God. I look back at it now and I said, Lord.
So what did you do to heal? Like, what did you do?
I did nothing but prayed, and it just sort of smoothed on out to a point where if I saw him, I could speak to him. Not have a lot to do with it, but I could speak to him and say, hey, how you doing? But before the hate, I didn't even want to see him. Don't know how to speak. But anyway, it was all selfish on my behalf. That was selfish. And if I had died, I would have lost my soul. And I told a couple of people that I said I just can't help it. I can't fix it. So I asked God to fix it. And
well, I think people that hate people and that don't really want to be that way, maybe God give them grace and enough time to get it right, so that they won't die with that on their heart.
I thank God for it because I know if I had died then, I know my soul would have been lost. Because God said to hate is the same thing as to murder, and He said love one another as I love you, and that don't mean that person might not do you wrong. A person might do you wrong, but you still supposed to love them. You don't have to let them make a fool of you or play you.
Right.
But you still have to love and pray for that person. And I wasn't in that spot at that time because it's been like 30-something years, about 37 years, 38 years ago. So, yeah, 38 years ago. And, but he went on living his life. And I'm glad he did.
Yeah, Daddy lived his life. Well.
But I know better now, and God has fixed me where that nobody could never make me hate them, no matter what they did to me, or because I know now that it's a spirit within them. So it don't. I just pray for them now, and love them. Yeah, you have people that don't like you for whatever reason, but I pray for them.
Oh yeah, I pray for the people, and I ain't gonna even sit up there and lie. I haven't prayed for these people that I despise. I really haven't. Then again, I might have maybe once, and then I just say, you know what, I ain't ready to keep praying
pray
for
these
yourself.
people.
But my thing is, it's kind of hard to pray for people that wish bad, evil things on you. And this is something that comes out of my mouth when I pray. I just said, Lord, whatever the person that's praying for me, whatever they praying for me, Lord God, whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, I ask that you give it back to them 10 times. So I just pray everybody praying something good for me, because I'm praying that whatever you pray for me, you receive the same thing 10 times more. So yeah, that's just me, and maybe that's not right either. So if it's not right, y'all see this, keep me in prayer, because I really don't wish evil on nobody. But if you wish evil on me, and you want bad things to happen to me and my family, like what I look like praying that God bless you? John Miles just put it up today. I think it was I got it down on my phone. I screenshot it. I said, I'm going to go home and I'm going to read this scripture right here. I'm going to read it and I'm going to send it back to you. Because a lot of people don't like to go to those type of scriptures. Everybody want to be a sweet angel. But God got a side of him too. And we are just like him. We are in his image.
Yes, so, God is a God of love, and he's also a God of wrath.
Okay, then. So, right. So that's the type of person I am. But I do my best to stay away from you. I do my best. If I know you're going to be somewhere and I know me and you don't get along, I keep my distance. I don't need that, because I always think about consequences. What if this happened? What if that happened? How would I handle this? How, that's just me. So if I got to do all that, I might well just stay at home and not deal with certain people.
Well, I say don't ever let anybody, whether they love you or hate you, stop your shine.
Oh
Stop
no,
you from
definitely
shining, stop
not.
you from enjoying life, stop you from being you, stop you from going somewhere that you want to go. You say, well, they're gonna be there, I ain't going. And I don't know. So I learned how to live, eat, drink, and be merry. I really have learned that, and that's what I'm gonna do. You may be there and not like me, but I'm not gonna let you stop. Mess my mood up.
Right.
I'm gonna be happy regardless.
Yeah.
But as one preacher told me a long time ago, he said, "Don't look to the left nor to the right." He said, "Keep your eyes on Jesus." So that's what I try to do, and you can't always prevent running into people that don't like you. So.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, we do. We run into Henderson is small, so we're gonna run into those people.
And treat people like you want to be treated.
That's
so I treat everybody.
That's my motto right there. I treat people the way that I want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
If me treating you real and being honest with you, and it might hurt your feelings, I apologize. I don't know no other way to be. You can do the same thing with me, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna either receive it or tell you I don't agree with it, or I'm gonna laugh with you. One or the other. I can take constructive criticism. That's not a problem. But it's just like you say, the world just different, and we got a lot of delusional people that walk this earth, and they just don't seem to understand certain things. They don't like accountability. They didn't grow up with accountability. Nobody held nobody accountable for the things that they've done. I got whooped all the time. My mama whooped me just about every day.
I disagree.
Well, how many times did I get a whipping out?
Maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. Maybe.
Twice or 3 times a week. I got some cousins that can vouch for me. When we lived in Cedarhurst, I got some cousins that can vouch for me.
You ain't get a whooping every day.
Just about.
No.
Just
about. You might have got fussed
at
every day, but you didn't get whooping every day. But you did get whoopings.
I got majority of the whippings. Porky probably got about 5 whippings.
Yeah, you did get the majority of the whippings. You did. Mm-hmm. And there was a reason.
Well, what was the reason?
You don't know.
What was the reason? I was a lot like you.
Attitude.
I was a lot like you.
Maybe that's true, but attitude. Slamming doors and stumping feet. You didn't do no talking back. You didn't do any of that.
Yeah. Well, as y'all know, I was held accountable for every little thing I did. So that's how I was brought up, and I don't know no other way to be but to hold people accountable. But I can hold people accountable and still love them, but some people just don't be wanting that. So
that's true.
They get mad and they don't want to talk to you no more. So I don't know.
And when I was growing up little, if you did me wrong, I was through with you for life. I held grudges as a child coming up. I would hold a grudge. If I got to fight with a little girl on the bus, she was never my friend again. I didn't have nothing to do with her, because that was being grudge-hearted and selfish. And I can admit to that. I would hold a grudge. But as I got older and began to know better, I that's not right. That's not the way God said do it. But you have to read your word to know that that's not the way to be. You can't hold grudges. You can't be selfish. You can't be like that. So. But when it comes to raising children, I do believe in holding your children accountable, and I don't believe in children talking back to parents. I didn't curse around my children. I don't curse to this day. But
I curse, but I don't curse around her.
Yeah, but I didn't let them talk back at all, because that's disrespectful. You don't talk back to your parents. I never talk back to my mom, and I tell the world, my mom, all she had to do was look at us and we straighten up. Now, oh my God. And see, Tia was one that if I hadn't stayed on her with a flat foot, put my foot down to her, she would have been whooping my tail instead of me whooping hers. So I did stay on her. And I had to let her know who the mom was.
I don't know where she got that from.
Yeah, because your attitude. If I had to let you talk back, you would have talked back.
Probably.
But I didn't let you talk back.
Probably.
and stuff. And as you got older and got children of your own, you saw things, and your attitude is much, much, much better. Porky, on the other hand, was more, I guess I'll say, when it came to me, timid. And if I say jump, he was the type of person would say probably how high. And he would have did what I said do. No stomping feet, no slamming doors. So no, he didn't get as many whooping as you. He didn't get a whole lot of whoopings, because if I said do something, he did it. I mean, I wanted to do it, but he did it. With no back talk. Neither one of them talked back. But her attitude was enough to take the place of talking back. You remember a lot of things I don't. I remember a lot of things you don't. I remember you hated washing dishes. And I told you to wash the dishes, and you slamming dishes and slamming dishes. And I said, I tell you what, you can break one if you want to, but if you break one dish, I'm gonna break your tail. And this girl did not break a dish, but she still got a whooping. Yes, she did.
I got a whooping for everything.
Because
I can look at her wrong.
Attitude.
Smacked in the face.
I don't believe in smacking in the face.
Mom,
I believe
you done smacked me.
Tail.
You done smacked me.
I don't remember smacking you.
Mom.
But I whooped your tail. I know that much.
Yeah, you have whooped me. I got plenty of whoopings. I don't remember
slaps.
She whooped me right.
I was going to beat her up one day. That baby was 2 years old.
Who, Quali? What baby?
Quavon.
What? When?
You was going to Barber College.
Uh-huh.
And he was crying, and he wanted your attention. So you said, I'm going to get him a car. I said, you're not going anywhere. It's snowing outside. I said, you're not driving my car up that road.
Oh.
And anyway.
Me and my mom, we just didn't never get along. We ain't said horses at all. From a little girl on up, and her mother told me it's because I was a lot like her.
And that's probably true.
Yeah, so we did not sell horses. We get along a lot better now.
Better late than never.
But yeah, that's why I did not want no girls. I did not want no girls. I prayed for boys. Lord, please give me some boys. Because if I had some girls, we probably would have really fought. We probably would have. But
you and the girls.
Me and my daughters, we probably would have. I don't want no girls. I don't have any sisters. I have brothers, son, and a grandson. And I am thankful. Very, very thankful. But yes, y'all, this was really supposed to be about I ain't going nowhere. My song is on all digital platforms. I don't sing this song much. I just don't sing. I just don't choose this song to sing. I can't say that I don't like it. I do like it. But I just thought to start my conversations with my mom with this one because she had so much to say about relationship and what she put up with and what she's not going to put up with. In which my mama don't put up with absolutely nothing. When I say nothing, she
treat me like you want to be treated.
She don't put up with absolutely nothing.
You want to be treated like a king. You got to treat me like a
queen
that I am.
Curse her. You better not call her out her name.